Hey guys, this is me at my desk today. I actually had recorded a video showing how to cook bone broth. I wasn't really fond of it. I kind of am a kind of cook that does it all by taste, so I didn't have specific measurements, all the rest of that kind of stuff. So I think one of the key things of when you haven't eaten food for 42 days is actually eating food at the end, and I want to show you that, but I want to talk about that a little bit. I was amazed at how radically my taste buds have changed. Stuff that used to appeal to me no longer does. You'll see me do a Diet Coke video. I was a genuine Diet Coke addict. At least a bottle per day, meaning a liter bottle, not a can. Sometimes 1.5 liters, and I just would chug it instead of water. I did try a little bit of it. It was just so nasty I had to throw it out. Really spicy, over-fat, over-sugar foods just come off completely wrong to me. Salads taste incredibly better than anything I've had, particularly if they have a lot of different flavors and a lot of different textures. So I'm going to show a video at the end of me actually taste testing just some sauteed vegetables and a bone sear and just some basic spices, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, things like that I use to make my bone broth. So I've got another video done. I'll show that later, but for now I want to show that. I'll show you me taste testing the vegetables, which is the first food, even taste testing wise, that touched my lips in 42 days. And then I'll show me drinking the bone broth itself, so you can kind of see that too. I think it's one of the amazing things. If you do nothing else from fasting, reset your palate. Go back and taste all those foods you thought you loved, and you'll find, I think, I've got a whole sample of one, that the foods that you like are the more simple foods, more vegetables, more, I didn't do any fruits, but I just am not a fan of the sweet sugary stuff anymore. I tried a little Girl Scout cookie. Yes, I tried a Girl Scout cookie after I broke my fast. I didn't like it. I used to eat a whole sleeve of Thin Mints. I ate half of one and it was like, what the heck was I thinking? Anyway, let's go into this spreadsheet here. This was the chart I used in Excel. And when I get a blog up and running, I actually will show this and make it available for. In fact, I'll send a link below once I have a blog up so you can download it if you want. If you look at here, I was checking the date, the week, the day number. I did weigh every day just to see what would affect me. Look at what I did the previous days to see if there's any difference. And you can see here's my first starting body weight, my body fat percentage. I was going to record visceral fat, but I found that the body fat percentage was so variant and so wrong, I didn't really see a need to do that. Now, in the long run, fasting is supposed to attack the visceral fat, so it should get better. And then I did a baseline. You can see the chart that I put here of 1 pound a day. And I don't know if that was my goal. It was just like, gosh, let me see if I can lose 1 pound a day. I did my total of loss so far, so you can track it down this column here. And I did my daily weight loss, how much I did here. So you can see I actually gained 0.4. These are some of my frustrating days that I had in there. So anyway, I was able to track it all the way down, and we ended up at 269 at day 43. I extended it one day. I also did measurements, and I posted these on the other video, but I did week 1, week 3, week 6. I probably will continue to insert columns so that you can also see, my next fast, my OMAD, all the rest of those kind of things. And then down below, I've got a new chart started, which I won't show you at this point. Okay, so here is, I got to admit, I stole this basically from the fasting journal. Dave on there, I think he did a phenomenal job. I'll give him credit for it. And he looked at by week 1, and you could see just this free fall that happens in weight. And that's got to be a lot of hydration that's being lost there. You see a little bit of a slow up in week 2. And interesting enough, this actually coincides with The Biggest Loser. Week 2 was always a hard thing for them to do. And you can see at the very end, I did go up. Again, how you go up on fasting, I don't know, but it is what it is. And then week 3 kind of resumed the weight loss again. Week 4 slowed down. week 5 was kind of like week 2, and then week 6 was just the death march to, what do they call that? And there's a famous book for software called The Death March to Egghead, which is trying to get that out. Sorry, my phone's texting me in the background. So this is, when I get this up, you'll be able to take a look at it. I suggest you track it that way, particularly these things to the left here, if nothing else, just to have those numbers. I think ultimately you shouldn't track daily. It's more scientific fascination, I guess. All right, so let me switch gears here. I'm not going to show you the whole beef broth video. I am going to show you me tasting the sauteed vegetables for the first time, and then I'll show you me tasting the actual bone broth, and I'll let it go at that for today. So those are some of the tools I use. Stay tuned for the bone broth video. The recipe's really good. I would eat it as part of my regular diet at this point. I like it that much. That's it. Check it out. Well, one of the things I haven't been able to do is actually taste test my food. I have to have my wife come in, or I have to have my daughter come in to taste test. So instead of showing you the bone broth, I'm actually going to taste test to make sure the seasoning is right. So oh my God, I could just eat a whole bowl full of just that. It's a little hot from the peppers that I add. You can taste a little bit of the garlic. I'm sorry, it's onion powder, the garlic powder that's come out. Man, that is so good. I can't believe how that tastes. And that's a little bit of spinach, bok choy, the carrots, everything else. No meat, no broth, nothing else. I'll take you through my taste test here, and that way I have to do less work. I can be lazy and kind of cheat a little bit. This is the bone broth. I'm looking at the picture over here so I can see what it looks like. And you can see it's pretty thick with stuff. I actually got a little bit of vegetables in it, but it's mostly bone broth. I put in about a cup. I looked it up online. 1 cup is around 300 calories in just the cup of bone broth itself. And again, I don't have the vegetables and everything. Not that they add much to it, but I wanted to be here, or let you be here for the taste test associated with it. It's kind of interesting. My mouth still has that taste from just the taste testing that I did during cooking. I'm still like savoring it several times over. So it's been pretty enjoyable. And this stuff smells amazing. And I'm sure if my taste buds were back to where they were, it probably isn't as tasteful as what it would be normally. But here we go. I'm just going to drink it out of the bowl because I'm starving, and I'm supposed to, my calories is a little over 2,000. Supposed to hit a quarter. Sorry, that's the dog in the background there. So I'm going to hit 500 or so. So I'll drink this, maybe a little bit more tonight, see how the bathroom stuff goes. And I went out and got some exercise bands, and I did a video with Callie on what to do as far as building muscle during this phase. So I'll post that at some point also. Here we go. You ready? Wow, that's really good. Sorry about the slurp. It's just a natural instinct when I think I'm going to eat something good. Wow, it's just kind of a taste explosion. I'm again amazed at how much different food tastes. It's going to be interesting as I reintegrate other food back into my diet. I made some like green chili that has fat but no carbs and things like that, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to eat it at that spice level now. Who knows? I'm sure I'll try it here in a week or two. But right now, I can just sit here and kind of savor every bit of this thing. It's incredible from a taste perspective. One guy, Dave, from his fast guide, and I forget the link to his thing, the fasting journal, I think is what it is. He said the bone broth for him made him very hungry, and he did some phosphorus and some other things to get back into it. I really didn't see much of a need to do that. But I'm not feeling, well, I just ate this in a little bit, so who knows what I'm going to feel a little bit later on. Anyway, that's it. I don't think I really want to cover anything else at this point. I will. My wife is giving me a hard time about wearing the shirt. This is my cooking shirt, so it has all kinds of splatter stains and grease and all the rest of the stuff, so I don't ruin good shirts. So if you see that in the video, I'm kind of a slob, but not that much of a slob normally. I just really wanted to protect my shirt because I knew I was going to be really stir frying some stuff up in a smaller pot. That's it. One more taste test. Let's see what it is. I actually got a little bit of vegetables in here too, not on purpose, well, maybe a little bit on purpose, but you don't even want to swallow. You just want to kind of hold it in your mouth and enjoy the saltiness and the pepperness. And I've had a little bit of a salt taste in my mouth for a few weeks now. During the dehydration, I had sodium and everything else, but this brings out the flavor of it so it doesn't feel unnatural. And we'll see. I'm looking at this monitor here. My skin looks red, but I think that's a color problem with the monitor. Hopefully I'm not flush from excitement or calories or whatever the hell it is. That's it. That's cooking. I love doing the cooking video. I probably will use this camera instead of the other camera. I'll do some more cooking and do it more in depth, but I just wanted to show you how easy bone broth is. You can do something as simple as brown the bone, throw in some butter, throw in some broth, and just boil it for a while. If you really want to go that simple, it probably tastes pretty good as long as you put salt and pepper on the meat and in the broth itself. I think otherwise it'll be a little tasteless. And just be careful on the pepper and anything else. But if you're like me, like a little spice, add it in there. Who knows, the next meal in a couple days I may just do those veggies themselves and do a big plate of those because I really like that a lot too. That's it. We'll catch you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, there you go. That's as genuine as I can make it there. That was true joy in my face eating that. I just, every little taste, every little nuance, the red pepper flakes, each vegetable, I could taste all of them. Before it was just kind of this medley of stuff that was just stuff. I couldn't break out the individual taste, and so anything that was ultra sugary or ultra spicy was appealing to me, and I would say not now at this point. All right, talk to you later. Bye.